Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bruman. I'm joined here by Solari. LFL Week 5. Here we are.
Indeed, yes, and today we have an interesting game because we have our beloved K-Corp playing, actually already starting to play as we see the bands have already begun. But I just have to say that they're playing today against Gamers Origins, and while the Gamers Origins are sitting quite low on the tourney table, they kinda still have a chance for something, right?
Exactly. They're 3-6. It doesn't matter though, because they still have to try and fight for the 5th place in order to qualify to the playoffs. And bear in mind, they have changed more than a half of the roster in
Three
the
out of
beginning of the
five,
split.
yeah.
3 out of 5 exactly. And they're sitting on 2 win streak right now. They have defeated Team Easy Dream and Team BDS that have acquired their spot on the LAC. So it looks pretty nice for them. While on the other hand, Casey, as you can see, sitting on a 100% win rate, just
Incredible.
dominating through this split.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's sort of the raid boss you can have in the LFL right
Yeah,
now.
sort of what we
So
have
let's
with
see how
Misfits before.
Yes, it sorts of. Although KC were able to establish the dominance
Oh
in
yeah,
the second half of the season,
yeah.
of the spring season. Let's see how this is going to play off. We still are already quite a lot through the bans. We see Leeson being picked absolutely right out of the gate, which is a very solid top laner momentarily. Cover shot set might be an option because of CC.
And that's something we have seen actually being played on the top and being played against Lee Sin specifically if Lee Sin goes to the top, which is most probably what is happening in this game.
I mean, it still can be sort of a flex pick, as we
Yeah.
have seen quite a lot of time. We have seen Sat in, especially in the previous split, we've seen him
Ooh.
played in the support role. Kindred into Diana. I can't say I'm exactly sure about that.
Interesting choice. I mean, I'm not surprised absolutely by Diana, Synchro and Diana. We have seen this is an incredibly powerful combination as soon as the first mythic item is collected. Renekton, so Lee Sin is going to the jungle in the end.
Seems to be like a good pick into set. Since Lee Sin has started to be a little bit less, let's see, efficient, let's say, in the top lane, especially because of the nerf of the E.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I was previously thinking that it is a little bit more of a nerf towards the jungle, as it turns out, it's pretty popular to farm with your E, especially in the earliest levels.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that Renekton is a solid pick into set, although I am not exactly surprised, not going to be exactly surprised if Renekton won't be able to burst with the damage. No Viega available uh, for the mid lane, as LeBlanc is going to join the team. Not sure which you can answer LeBlanc with. Maybe Akali.
Oriana. Akali is banned already, unfortunately. That's
Oh,
something, yeah, that comes to mind, but she's not available anymore. So I would. Jace could have been an interesting option, actually, but not available anymore as well.
seems like a lot of different picks can be used there by KC in order to try to shut down the composition for Geo, but they are looking very aggressive from the beginning. LeBlanc,
Yeah.
extremely aggressive mid laner. Well, Renekton's sort of, I would say, pretty much aggressive as well. Leona is going into the bans, meaning that they won't be able to pick her up in order to
Yeah.
shut down Ezreal, but Nautilus is still available.
Yeah, and there is gonna be a fight for Nautilus. Either he goes to the ban right now from Gamers Origins, which I don't think is going to happen, but I think there is going to be a fight as to who picks this one first. And since
Olaf.
Ixmari is picking,
I'm not sure why Olaf, but okay. Maybe they're still playing around the
he
fact that
feels pretty good after the recent changes in the 11.13 patch. He has been a little bit buffed, just a very slight one, but still it counts too.
I mean, I suppose Geo is still rolling with the fact that Set might be a flex pick. Still not revealed
Yeah.
Volibear. So that is a flex pick in this case.
Uh-huh.
So we have Volibear into Renekton.
Or is he going to the jungle? Because Diana can be a mid lane pick as well. I
I'm thinking
doubt
about
though.
how good she can be against LeBlanc. I'm not 100% sure about that. Even with your ultimate, well, I mean, it still shuts down the passive pretty well. We see Kai'Sa being picked into Ezreal. I think Nautilus might be the pick they're looking for right now. Maybe not as good against Ezreal as Leona. Still a pretty tough and solid. You can go Braum as well.
Yes, other option would have been Thresh, but he was the first ban from KC actually.
Nautilus,
Nautilus,
here we go.
yeah, obviously.
I mean, still a possibility of Braum for KC. Might be the idea.
I wouldn't be surprised also to see something completely different, such as Karma, for example. That's something that KC have taken previously, and that is Rice. So we have Volibear set support. Everybody's flex pick here. That's very interesting choice, actually. You are prepared for basically anything.
Okay, so we have Rice into LeBlanc, that's for sure.
Yeah. And Set is going to the bot
Set
lane.
is
Yeah.
indeed going to the bot lane.
And we have Volibear versus Renekton? Geo?
Is that Renekton into jungle?
Is that Renekton into jungle? No.
No. Oh my god. I was actually baffled so much right now with that pick.
I was trying to come up with how exactly this would look like how efficient it would be in terms of clearing and in terms of ganking. I'm sorry, microphone, but luckily Geo were a little bit. Go were a little bit. I was trying to say GamersOrigin, I didn't manage to somehow. They were before me.
It works. I mean, Renekton should have pretty much of a sort of solid clear, I mean, guess.
It works. But the question is it efficient? Is it worth it? I would say no.
I don't think so, no. I don't think that he can go into ganks really nicely,
no.
so that
he has the potential, but it's so little. Yes, absolutely. But very, very interesting pick actually from K-Corp. I really love the fact that they were picking such flexible champions, knowing that they can just shuffle them wherever they want, depending on what GamersOrigins would be picking.
But what about GO's composition? Because that is also a very solid team comp that we see right here, even though KC have a lot of CC. On the other hand, I'm looking at the amount of damage GO have. And it seems pretty hard for me.
I'm looking at the amount of initiation, to be honest, mostly. Not even the damage, but the initiation. And GamersOrigin have a lot of it, because 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5... Actually, every champion can initiate a fight at any moment they want. So that's... And plus, on top of that, actually, yeah, they have a lot of damage to just, you know, support the initiation of any of those. That is interesting. That is...
Do you want to initiate into a composition that has so much CC on their hands? I'm looking at the Volibear. I'm looking at Diana. I'm looking at Set. I'm looking at all of those champions that can actually very hard, you know, stop your initiation. Even Seika. Oh my God, Geo.
They're ready for some action here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Tagamas!
Yeah, here we go. Tagamas runs for the hill immediately. Goes with the root. Instantly flashed by Tagamas. Not gonna go.
What?
That's the first blood.
What?
Geo instantly out of the game.
Oh my goodness! That's some action that you actually love happening in the jungle, right? But that's so interesting. Oh yes, just starting to establish the dominance from the very beginning. That's what we love.
And I couldn't have it. Look at this. They hugged the wall there so that they're not spotted by Seiken. Seiken wasn't deep enough in order to see anybody coming from there. And nobody was ready for a 5-man initiation at the beginning of the game.
Oh, that is beautiful, actually. It works. They even got the flash from Tagamas, right?
Yeah, yes, there is a flash from Tagamas. That's true. And also a deep ward into an enemy's blue. Amazing!
Yes, very good beginning of the game. Actually, all the kudos go to GamersOrigin here. Beautifully done. Actually, there was another flash. I'm just looking at it. Beansy also used his flash in order to try to get closer to poor Tagamas, but that worked in the end.
Yeah. I mean, all right. After this just brutal first level fight, can we just very fastly, before something happens in X, although no, it's okay. Can we very fastly talk about where is your eyes right now? Like, what are you looking at? What do you want to see from both of those teams?
Selfishly, I will be looking at Synchro, to be honest, just because I love how this man plays on this exact champion, and I love Diana as a champion, and I really love the builds that he's using on Diana. But other than that, I would say bot lane for the first part of the game, just because both teams actually have a lot of damage from the very early stages of the game, and they can start very good, small but efficient fights on the bot lane.
And I'm
Top
just
lane
looking
too,
at the bot
actually,
lane, though.
looking at it,
Yes.
yeah.
Although what I am very being so going there
Ooh,
for a very good trade onto
exchanging, yeah.
Coverstars.
That's an equal exchange.
Something I'm looking at quite with a big interest as well, though, is
Oh, can I
looking at
interrupt you?
jungle.
Look at the jungle though. There
Oh
might
my
be.
God, Karen might be actually caught in here. Karen KT is extremely deep in their cover shot. No, they're going to disengage as they see Vinso also going in there with fully stacked Rage and Ronaldo actually looking to try and help him as well. Zincroft? No, he's not going to
No.
go in.
No, it's very hard to go into Binzu right now because he already has the very early kill in his hand.
He actually taken the first blood. Yes, that's true. He has
Yes.
2 items on himself right now, so he's already a little bit ahead in terms of itemization.
Yes, but looking at the map, doesn't look like there is going to be any much action right now, except for these deep wards that Mercy is going to put. Yeah, well, okay, they're just taking this Cuddle Cup. But actually, we had a discussion about the initiation for the massive team fights from both teams, especially from Gamers Origins. But actually, I would love to follow up on your point before Synchro gets caught in his own jungle. Because the problem for Gamers Origin here is that, yes, they have a lot of damage, a lot of initiation. They can start a fight, everybody can follow up. We're going to see a gank on the bot lane. I will never finish the thought I have in my head.
Yes, hold that thought, but you can actually, I think you can carry on with no problem because there was something on a ward in the bush.
Nicely placed ward by, I think there was Tagamas, but I may be mistaken. But actually, speaking about Tagamas, because K-Corp have at least 3 champions.
Oh, hold that thought. No, never mind.
Tagamas, excuse me. You either go there and get a kill or you don't interrupt me, man. Thank you. Sorry. So KC have at least 3 champions that can just, seeing the initiation coming from the other team, they can jump into their back lane, because we are looking at Synchro with the ultimate, we're looking at Cabochard with that bear jump, we're looking at Targamas, who we know will try to catch, to fish for somebody in the back lane of the enemy team and will try to stop them, or they will try to stop the initiation, actually. That is also very possible. And Xmati can actually follow up on that one, but that is less
hold
likely.
that thought, as we are going to have a bit of an exchange here in the bot lane.
No.
Actually, seems like quite solid for both of the teams. Nobody really comes on top of here.
Yes, they both seem to be pretty equal in terms of how much both power and the ability to feel freely and farm freely on the lane they have.
And just as we speak, 3 teleports are getting instantly burned right now. Oh my God, Ronaldo going to Seiken, misses with the CC. Syncroft is already here as well, though. Here comes the roots from Seiken. Seiken gets the mobility speed. Continues to actually damage Karim KT pretty nicely, as he's going to go away because of Syncroft is being here already.
Yes. Unfortunately, Ronaldo and Karim just hit their 6 levels, so if only they had them a little bit earlier. Ooh, we have more action on the top lane, but no, that was just another exchange of power that happens quite often on the top lane.
And I'm just looking at the map right now, and it seems like both of the teams are going to try to consistently work with their very aggressive compositions, because both of the teams do really.
Whoa! Speaking about
Enix, he flashes away immediately onto safety, uses even a heal of himself right now, and oh my God, Xmati's going down absolutely instantly, and Beanso onto cover shot right now. Here comes the Stormbringer, but it's not going to do much. Ronaldo fishes for a kill for himself as well. Here comes Karim KT as well, and Cabochard is faced with 3 opponents instantly, tries to fight for his life, but kill is donated onto Ronaldo. Gamers Origin continues to actually find amazing kills on the Summoner's Rift.
Will we actually finally see the first lose of the current king of LFL summer? I don't know, but it looks like, because look at GamersOrigin, look at this incredible save. There was a heal, I'm pretty sure, used there, but the amount of health on which he manages to escape and to get a kill on Xmari is absolutely incredible.
And I think there was a little bit of a problem here with Kabashard's ultimate, because you could see that the animation went a little bit further than he jumped himself, although probably it wouldn't save him anyway, because 3 members of Geo were there already to start and fight.
Yeah,
so I suppose it wouldn't save him.
I'm afraid when you're the raid boss of another team, there is not much you can do, and that was definitely a raid boss right there.
And just like that, Geo established their control over the board. They have 1,000 gold lead. They are... somebody took the dragon, though. Casey took the dragon in the main
Oh, that was sneaky. Kudos to you, Casey, though. And actually,
Yes.
I was mistaken a little bit earlier. I said when there was a gank on the mid lane that Karim just hit level 6 after the gank ended, but that's not true because he just hit it now. I was speaking about Ronaldo only. I have to apologize.
That being said, let's see what is going to happen right now. So, okay, right now, they've taken the lead. They have a kill on the mid lane. They have a kill on the bottom lane. They have a kill on the top lane, as they're doing Herald right now. So, why is it huge? What can they do with that much potential there?
They can build on it because look at them. The amount of the team play they have in this particular game that we're seeing is incredible. They're always trying to stick all together. The OK Corp are kind of trying to do the same, but no, they don't manage to stop it. Oh.
Although a good chain CC from Tangamas, Mercer is instantly deleted from the fight right now, as Geo have to reset right now, but here comes a Realm Warp right now. It means that there's going to be a chase. 4 members on Bingsu. He flashes over the wall, manages maybe to escape. No! Tagamas picks him up with an ignite that he put on him while Seiken was doing the damage. And just like that, KC turned this around.
Beautifully done. That is not fully turned around yet, but the gold lead is already in the hands of K Corp. It's a very, very small lead. It's almost non-existent, 200 gold. But it's already a change here.
Don't forget, though, that Karim KT is sitting on a Herald. So that means there's a lot of gold there in his pocket if he uses it rightly, if he uses it in the right time. Now,
Yes.
Who do you donate that to? That's the biggest question.
Good question. I would have my eyes on the mid lane and then maybe top lane. But honestly, all lanes are pretty viable at this point of the game. Though there is going to be a dragon in 2.5 minutes, so I can't see how long the Herald will stay on Karim KT right now. But I suppose it could be still used there, but correct me if you don't think so.
I guess it's both viable options.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends what do they want more, if they want to donate money to somebody, or if they want to pressurize the lanes in order to take the Ocean Drake. I do not. Oh, maybe Seiken might be in trouble right now. No.
No.
Sorry, Ronaldo. I was speaking about Ronaldo, not
No, but it
Seiken.
was in trouble. There were 2 people waiting to engage in the mid lane. Should have been needed. Oh, and Karim actually goes in.
Yes, and here comes maybe a route on Seiken, maybe not. Karim wasn't looking to get the Herald popping in there.
No, not yet.
So emphasizing on my thought before, I think what is very important is to understand what do you need more in the game right now. If you want to prioritize some Gabashard, maybe actually looking for a solo kill onto Beans. No, not looking for one. If you want to prioritize those lanes, or if you want to fish for a good investment into the later stages of the game, because Diana is going to be a problem. Rice is going to be a problem because he scales very hardly, and in the late game, he's going to be a big problem.
Oh, yeah.
And if instead of trying to prioritize your lanes and prioritize the dragon, maybe you want to try and prioritize somebody who can shut those things down or tank those things down, as somebody is going to take the kills.
So you think either Binsu or Inex?
I think so, yes. In this particular regard, I would suppose that Inex is a good idea, but he has to be very, very well supported. But I mean, because there is Diana that can go into the enemy backlane extremely quickly.
Yeah.
There is Tagamas on his set. He can go into the enemy backlane extremely quickly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of CC that can go onto Inix, and if he's dead and he has this
He's
money
no
onto
use.
him, that's no use.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's a little bit of a question for me. Who do you actually want to roll with? Karim actually might be. Oh, there's a teleport from LeBlanc
Oh
as
my
well. Also,
goodness.
Real Warp, and that means Saken is going to join the fight. That means this is going to be instantly actually deleted. And Gio,
No.
are they looking for the re-engage? I'm not exactly sure right now. Here comes the turret plate. And Tagamas is already almost here. That means they can have to and try and have a fight over here. Syncroft is in the mid lane. I think that top lane is still quite a little bit tense.
Yes, the tension is still there, but I don't think there's going to be a fight right now, though I might be
Oh, here
mistaken.
comes-
Here
here
comes
comes
the
the
Herald.
Herald.
I think his
So
time
that
is
means
running
that
out.
Beans, I suppose, is... Oh my god, no, actually. Look at
Oh!
this. There's a good hook, but look at the top lane as well, because there might be something happening over there. Tagamas being actually nicely chunked down right now. Nobody takes a lot of damage still. Here comes the depth charge onto Saken, and Karim here is over here right now. Here comes a very good kick and a showstopper. Karim is quite actually very deep in the enemy lane. Tagamas almost dead. Saken in the meantime, just getting annihilated by NX and KC on the run. Here comes the root and hook onto Diana. Syncroft has to flash away in order to run for the hills as GO established their control over the top, over the mid lane. I'm sorry.
Yes! 4 kills now in their pocket. There is a dragon already up, so they may just go straight to it after they all back and try to take it into their hands. That was a very nice fight. I am not sure, but I hope there will be a replay because I would like to see, yes, the ultimate from Syncroft. I'm not sure if it was placed there correctly at all, but poor Targamas actually getting caught from the bush by Hook, second time in a row.
Feels like even though Tagamas' set is a very good addition to the although look at the little window over there.
Yes.
Ocean Drake taken immediately
Yes.
by KC. But even though, as I was saying, even though I think that set was picked for those team fights later on, for a good CC, for a good initiations and things like that, it seems like because of Nautilus's very good CC, even at the beginning of the game, which seems to be a little bit more efficient than Set's CC, it feels like that's the reason why they keep throwing those things. Oh, Hex Flash just goes over the wall,
Yeah.
and Geo not gonna fish for anything over here. But as I was saying, it feels like Nautilus is just way better in trying to establish this early control than Set is.
Yeah, for early game, he is a much more reliable support than Set. Later on, maybe not so much, but in the very beginning, because of his natural tankiness, because of his Q, because of his ultimate as soon as he gets it, he has much more control over what the enemy ADC or any enemy champion does.
But here's the big question, all right? So, KC have 2 dragons, but they don't have a herald. And they are slightly falling behind in terms of gold, in terms of Kai'Sa leading with, I think, 800 gold in her pocket right now.
Yeah.
Now, Geo are potentially taking the second herald if not going to be distracted by KC.
They're not.
What is better in this game? Because KC scale into the late game. Geo don't scale that well into the late game.
Yeah.
So what is better? Establishing control over the objectives or throwing this little bit of a gold lead onto important members of Geo like that over here?
That's a good and almost philosophical question, to be honest. But if you want to throw this gold into your champions, you need to have even more aggression, I think. Something that we saw in the very beginning of the game when we had those 5 members fishing for Tagamas, when we had the raid boss on the top. But now it's a little bit not so tense anymore, even though still quite efficient. But I feel like if they wanted to go with this strategy of feeding their most reliable champions as early and as much as possible, they underplayed that a little bit. I have a feeling that as we go on with the game, unless KC do something, sorry, GO do something.
Hold that thought. Yes, I might be actually caught in here right now. There's
yeah.
a CC and a teleport coming onto Ward. KC might want to reset. Here comes a Realm Warp and another teleport as well. A fight continues in the Dragon Pit. Syncroft is getting absolutely annihilated. So does Tagamas. That's a potential double kill maybe for that Lee Sin. No, Beansu takes it with his Dominus ultimate. Geo continue to wreak havoc on KC. Here comes the Herald as well, and the mid tower is about to fall.
Yes, that's actually exactly what I was trying to say, but I got stuck because I got stuck in the languages again, unfortunately. They need to do something right here, right now.
Double shots actually might be in trouble right now. Has to use Stormbringer to get away from the fight.
He does get away though, but still works if you're alive.
Ixmati
No.
uses his shape-shifting jump immediately. Oh, yes, that's just a reset. I'm very sorry. Continue.
I have to continue from another point right now because the situation has changed a little bit. Though I was trying to say what would happen, and exactly that happened actually in the game. So I have a good vision apparently. But right now, what KC need to do on their side to win this game is to try and make the game last for as long as possible. Because as you said absolutely correctly, they scale better than GO. GO will try to establish control over them now, and they are doing it. They're doing it pretty successfully, as you can see here. Synchrof and Dragama's just going absolutely down with no hopes or dreams left in their souls anymore after that point. But really, KC still have a very solid chance of winning this game. They just need to be careful about what they do at this exact part of the game.
Looking at this right now, it feels like the only way they can do that is to fight for more dragons and try to take the soul, try to fight
Infernal Soul.
Especially the Inferno, so exactly. Gio are not going to be able to tank that. Or Inex might be in trouble right now. Synchrof as well. Oh, here comes an ultimate from Diana.
No.
Now going to be followed up right now. Mercer makes it away with that with absolute ease, actually.
Yes.
And Gio might actually look for Rita the Room.
Oh,
Tagamas. And a flash and a kick, but that was a little bit fail right now. Tagamas uses his W. Maybe he's going to live, maybe not. Here comes Showstopper, but he's going down absolutely immediately. Synchrof with the depth shot. Oh, he got another Sonic wave from Karmine. This man is just amazing, getting caught by Seiken, but it doesn't matter. That's a good exchange for Gio, and they continue actually to fight with KC with absolute domination. 20 seconds until Inferno Drake is going to be spawned.
What is happening actually? Look at Inex. He is a real threat here. This Kai'Sa is starting to become a real threat to the whole enemy team. And I'm not speaking about Karim and Mercer with their amazing initiations. I'm not even speaking about Binso with just following up and fishing poor Tagamas over and over again. Actually, I'm a little bit surprised with two things from K-Corp here. First of all, Synchrof. I don't feel like he's playing to his fullest as we saw it in the last game. For example, here I'm seeing over and over again the ultimates and the initiations from this Diana could have been much more precise and hit more enemies, at least when talking about ultimate. Secondly, Ixmati, as soon as we go out of this amazing replay of this absolutely amazing team fight, these Zonias from Synchrof just blowing the mind completely. But Ixmati actually has less minions than Inex, and that is something we don't usually see on Ixmati's lane.
Absolutely, yes. And right now, the situation seems to be very tense for KC. They are falling 3,000 gold behind.
Oh,
we're going to have a pause, actually, as well. Something might have happened in the team fight. Not exactly sure.
Possibly.
But the only thing I wanted actually to point out as well from Karim, an interesting misplay that he did, is that when he used the Sonic Wave and flash and tried to flash behind Tagamas to make the Dragon King, he actually flashed outside of the bush, so he couldn't kick Tagamas. That's the reason why we got stuck a little bit more in the fight.
But it still didn't really help Tagamas.
Still works, yeah. But what I wanted to ask you something different. So we've been talking about the late game. We've been talking about all of this stuff. But we have 3,000 gold difference. Bless you.
Thank you.
It's a problem for KC because they're in deficit right now.
Absolutely true.
Bless you. That's true.
Thank you. Oh no,
Oh my God,
Tagamas!
Massa! Here we go. What's happening over here? But seems like actually KC are not able to follow up with that good
Synchrof!
Yes,
Synchrof!
Good ultimate and a Stormbringer from Cabo Shah. Is that Baron for KC? That is absolutely Baron for KC.
Is their ticket back to the top of the leaderboard? Thank you, Synchrof. Finally, that's what I've been looking for. I'm sorry, I just love the champion so much, and I love Synchrof on this champion. What was happening before was not fair. But yes, look, they are taking the Baron. Will Ronaldo stop them? No, he will not.
Almost tries to steal the Baron, but it doesn't exactly work. And I hope to see the replay of that team.
Oh
fight
yes,
it was
please.
So fast.
Yes, but that was beautiful. Finally, the precise, very straightforward gameplay from K-Corp.
Okay, so Mercer goes in there, gets immediately CC'd by KC. Damage goes into Gauss really nicely, but here comes Synchrof with a huge ultimate of his own, and they just pop everybody up.
Yes. Couple shard, a lot of damage, Synchro of beautiful ultimate, a lot of damage, and poof, everybody's gone. Though Targamas got caught again, I'm starting to feel super bad for man.
Okay, so there's 2 minutes of Baron.
Yes.
You have to. Oh my God,
Oh!
Ronaldo! What are you doing, my friend? Seiken, although being popped almost instantly. Dominus is in there, and Seiken is already down. Also, is Volibear. It's 3 against 5 for KC. They cannot fish for the fight, even with Baron. They have to retreat, and Geo, they get nothing from that victory except 2 Baron buffs being word off right now.
And you call that nothing? That's a lot, I would say. I feel like KC stayed a little bit for too long there. They overplayed it a little bit. They tried to get Ronaldo. They almost killed them. That was a good part. Okay, let me look at the replay. Yep, look. He's almost dead. He manages to escape, but that's the moment where you don't have to follow up.
Just look at this. The amount of damage going from Geo. This is just blasting my mind, honestly.
Oh, yes.
Looking at the paper, I felt like KC do have a lot of damage as well, but they have a lot of tankiness, and it seems like this tankiness just absolutely doesn't work right now.
Not anymore, I'm afraid. Look at that Kai'Sa build already. Kraken Slayer already saying, no, sorry, tankiness, I haven't heard of that word.
And even Phantom Dancer as well, looking towards that Infinity Edge.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Another Hex Flash from Mercer.
Fishing for Tagamas. Tagamas is not there, Mercer.
I'm just always when I see
a
Hex
Tagamas.
Flash from,
No, Tagamas.
No,
why?
Okay, we have a new edition of the Y compilation, I suppose.
Yes.
So, okay, 40 seconds until Baron buff is going to wear off. Geo are in the lead. 50 seconds to Utrusha Barrage onto Illich right now. Cabochard going in him as well. There's a teleport, but Cabochard is getting popped quite fastly on himself. The KC might want to try and hook for a re-engage. Karim with the dragon kick of his own, but he's probably going to get punished for that. Yes, he's going down. That means KC are looking maybe to... They're going to look to disengage from the fight. A clever idea. Took the kill. Get out of there as soon as possible. 25 seconds until the dragon is going to be spawned. And 28 seconds until Lee Sin is going to be up.
Oh yes. Finally, KC making right decisions here. Taking the kill, not getting anybody of their team killed. Good, let's disengage. We don't have much health. We shouldn't fight here now. We still need some more time to scale. Though this dragon is actually worth a fight and they have no option but to fight.
And Geo are looking to try and maybe fight for it, but there's 5 members of KC Beanso getting caught right now. And it seems like Ronaldo maybe actually trying to fish for that steal, but Xmati onto him right now with the exhaust as well. Popped off the passive, and seems like, oh, Dragon's going to be resetted, and Karim is already up. Here comes Beanso! Immediately killing Xmati, and Tagama's almost dead as well. Dragon goes to KC, but is it going to be worth it? Seiken is dead as well. 2 kills for the soul point of the Inferno. Drake, 2 minutes until Baron. Oh my god! Killer Instinct not available for Inmax and for Inax, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Here comes Teleport onto the top lane from Ronaldo. That means the push is going to be continued right now. And it seems like even though KC take the dragon, it seems not exactly worth it.
Unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, GO continued their push. They continued really successfully, and it looks like KC don't really have much more time to scale and try to get the game back into their hands anymore.
They have a little bit of a time, one good team fight, and they can maybe turn this around.
But
we still see KC being able to fight for it.
Yes. But honestly, right now, GO are just in a much better position. And I would love to see the damage graphic, but I can tell you, it looks like GamersOrigin have much more damage on their hands right now with this 507 Kai'Sa, 249 creep stat. Beautiful. What can I say? And that is, yes, that is Infinity Edge on her, actually. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Actually, look at this. Xmati is going toe-to-toe with that Kai'Sa.
Actually, yeah, true.
So, I'm looking at this graph, and I'm thinking, alright, so a good initiation from KC, that's what she wants.
Yeah.
So, if they use their initiation tool faster than Nautilus, faster than Mercer, they can try and fish for a good team fight. And we are maybe actually about to see it, because it's 40 seconds until the Baron's going to be spawned.
Mm-hmm.
Both of the teams are desperately looking for that Baron.
Oh, yes.
Especially KC, because they need to deny this Baron from Geo, otherwise they're going to be in a big trouble.
Yeah.
And let's look at some of the spells. No teleports available for KC. No teleport also for GO, but it seems nobody will actually need to use it.
No, everybody's already here. Nobody's going to side lanes except for Ronaldo, but he's just going to top lane, so he's still
No
pretty
flash
close.
for top laners, and no
Oh,
flash for
okay.
Syncroft as well. So that means he's not going to be able to go for the steal with the flash available for him, which is a
Yep.
bit of a downside. I can tell this as a jungler. But look at KC right now. Geo, onto cover shot. Look at the damage from the Kaiser!
It's too much, man. It's too much.
I mean, I didn't expect Volibear to just disintegrate so fastly. Oh, KC might looking for a ring gauge of their own right now. Cover shot, maybe going to Ronaldo, maybe not to Ganos. No, all right.
No,
So
not
we still continue to have this sort
Oh,
of.
no, not now, please.
What's happening?
Some,
Come on, people.
Somebody is not happy with what's happening in the game. I don't know.
Okay, let's just try to reevaluate what's going on.
Yeah.
So, it's a 6,000 gold difference.
Yeah.
Geo in the lead. Casey need to look to extend the game for at least what 10 minutes more.
Yeah, I would say 10 minutes should be enough for them. Even a
So
little bit less, maybe.
A soul and an Elder Drake. That's what you want to fish for.
At
Now,
least
can
the
they
soul.
do that?
Good question. If they lose this Baron now, no, there is no chance, I would say, because GamersOrigin will just go and they will try to finish the game, or at least they will try to disintegrate as much of their base as possible.
So KC, the only thing they can look for right now is a good initiation, a possible steal of the Baron. If they do that, they're still in the game and they need to drag it off as much as they can.
Yeah.
If they don't, Geo can storm into the enemy base. They probably will do that. Trisha Barash actually going in there in the same moment. Don't forget, Ignite on Mercer is already available. They're going to stop the Baron just right out of the gates.
They're not afraid of K-Corp, I would say.
Not
Here
exactly
comes
sure that's a
the
good idea. Realm going into the Baron pit, but nobody's in there. Binsu's getting caught a little bit. Tagamas going in there with a good amount of damage, but he's going down relatively quickly right now. So does Binsu has to go golden in order not to die. But the fight continues. Karim might be in trouble.
Oh,
Stop
cover
Ringo
shot!
Mercer going down. So does Kabashar. But Karim is going down as well. Maybe Mixmatic can fish for a kill. Maybe not. In Max is still available. Passive being procced onto LeBlanc. And it seems like KC have successfully dragged out this Baron from Geo as they have to reset.
Yes, they have. Oh,
No, wait.
Look at Karim.
Whoa. Karim going in there as KC look for reset. They are backing off. No Trisha Barrage is available. But they can do this. They can actually do this.
Do K-Corp even know what's happening? Their ward there is not
No, they
working, so
don't.
they don't expect this to happen. Boom!
Yes,
Surprise!
Geo. Fantastic
Oh my
performance from Geo.
goodness! GamersOrigin, you're amazing in this game.
I mean, just look at this. So KC absolutely beautifully bait them into the realm warp. Then they initiate. Then they almost kill basically a whole Geo team, because look at that. Both Binsu and Karim have to go golden. Now they're almost dying. Here comes Stormbringer, but Kabashad is immediately going down as well. But there is Synchro, Seiken, and Xmati, so Geo know they can go in the fight. And it seems like a lost cause for them, right?
Yeah.
But no!
No. No. If Geo would have one thing on their hands, it's the audacity.
I'd say sheer boldness as well.
Yes.
But don't forget about the fact that they still have to win one more fight. 3 seconds
yeah.
until Inferno Drink is going to be spawned. It's not going to be a soft point for them, but it's going to be quite big for them still, because they're going to deny the soul.
they're just
for KC.
taking
They're
it.
not going to fight for it. Can they actually? I'm not sure if they can.
No, I think they have to focus on trying to defend their base now. They need to disengage and to try to focus their strength on the base and be as close to the base as possible, because the Baron buff is with GO. They can just go and
it's
finish the
wearing
game.
off. It's wearing off relatively quickly. 1 minute and 30 seconds only
Still,
left.
that's still 1 minute and 30 seconds, okay? That's still a lot of time to try to take at least 2 more towers, which is what they're doing actually. That's the second tower going down.
So we are slowly getting to the point when the base is going to be opened.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. For Geo to get in, I'm extremely sorry.
It's
But
okay.
my question is, how are they going to actually do this? If they're going to open up one, it seems like they're fishing only for one side right now. Ronaldo might be fishing for some good. Oh, onto Stincroft with a good damage, but here comes a pop on the shield, and the tower. They don't want to fight, and it's 50 seconds left only. So it seems like might be that Geo only walk away with two, possibly three towers, but that's it.
I would say it still is going to be 3 towers. But yeah, I would say K-Corp managed to stop the inevitable. Not to stop it, but to delay it maybe. Because right now I am not sure they have all the chances in their hands anymore. Will it be the third
G2.
tower?
I'm sorry, not
G2.
G2, but
We have a
GO.
problem with this team today. I don't know. I have, you have. That's very weird, but okay.
I feel you. But anyway, it seems like the Baron buff is going to wear off in just 10 seconds.
But
Casey
it'll
with
be
their
enough.
backs against the wall. They are managing to stay off with the siege as long as they can, but Geo are pulling the trigger. Maybe they're going to fight for it, maybe not. The Dragon Kick is used onto Kabasha, but without any kind of a big damage. Ronaldo trying to push them in the base as much as they can. Baron buff is no more, and Casey are looking to pull the trigger on their own. The Stormbringer is going to get him away, but the Death Charge is going to fish for him. That's a death on Kabasha, and is it for nothing or it is? The inhibitor still stands, but the inhibitor is going to fall down. But 2 minutes and 45 seconds until Inferno Drake is going to be spawned. That's a soul point for KC. If they fight for it, if they win it, that's an Inferno Soul.
Oh yes, and then there is going
so-
to be a Baron immediately.
Yes, it's actually Baron's going to spawn slightly faster
Yeah.
than the Inferno Drake, so it might be a possible exchange of the
Oh,
Zincroft
Zincroft.
going in there quite deeply, not going to do anything but just to scare Geo away. But they're feeling confident on this Summoner's Rift. They feel that they have this in their hands. 10,000 gold lead over KC. This is unbelievable.
Oh yes, 9 kills difference unless I screwed up my math again. And 5
No, you didn't.
towers lead. Sorry?
No, you didn't.
Yay! But anyway, and look at the amount of kills and the gold on the heads of GO members. 650 on Renekton, and I think it's 700 on Kaiser. Oh
It is,
yes,
yes.
it is. That is insane. That is absolutely insane, and that's an unstoppable machine. And I can tell you, KC really don't have many chances in their sleeves right now.
We're still saying that they don't have chances, but they dragged the game onto the 33rd, onto 34th minute of the game.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
they are 1 minute away from the potential soul that they can have,
Yeah.
and 1 minute away from the potential Baron. Depends on the exchange and what the teams are going to prioritize. Although I think that it might be better just to go wherever GO are going to go to try and deny them from taking the objective and then trying to take the objective for their own. But it's 1 minute for both of the objectives, and you will have to move around the map very quickly to understand what is happening. Geo are doing quite a lot of job in trying to deny the vision for
Yeah.
KC, and it seems like working, although there's still a few wards for KC placed in the bot side of the map in their jungle. Tagama's getting caught with a root right here, but here comes the W and the shield from Sergio, are looking to continue on the siege before taking any other objects, and Massa on the initiation of cover shot. Stormbringer used again to disengage from the fight, and it seems like Geo are going to have no trouble in taking this to mid lane tower and the possible inhibitor from themselves. Yes, SKC are looking not to engage into the open space fight. Trusha Barrage is going to find a few targets, but it's not going to do much as Geo are looking to take the Inferno Drake in 15 seconds. It's about to spawn.
Oh yes, so it looks like we are fighting for the potential
Oh,
soul
Gio,
right now, but
Gio,
right now we're
here
going
comes
in.
Mercer with a good initiation, but he's gold single, goes golden. It's fighting everywhere around the map right now. Tagamas is going down, but so does LeBlanc. Finally a first day on Ronaldo, and Gio are on the retreat right now. KC might be looking to try and take this Inferno Drake for their own. Cover shot going although with full HP. Here comes a very good kick. Cover shot instantly deleted. So is Syncroft. Double kill for that Kaiser.
Oh!
Double kill for that Kaiser. Gio are looking to end the game.
Yeah, and they're going to end the game. This is it. This is
Seiken is still alive. Easy. One-man army. Come on, man. You can do it. Try to fight for it. Maybe you can do something about this fight. Goes and fights like a lion, but you all are looking for those Nexus turrets. Come on, you can maybe do something.
What is that something you're looking for? Dr. Gammas is here. No, I don't think...
Not an inhibitor, but the Nexus is rather open, and Geo!
Oh.
That's taken down! Casey with the first loss in those 5 weeks of LFL.
And what a loss that is! That is not just a loss, that is a defeat!
Wow!
Wow!
That was absolutely amazing game of League of Legends.
Yeah, that's something that we haven't seen for quite some time, and that was very intense.
Beautifully played by Geo.
Yeah.
Fantastic performance by them. Casey tried their best to lock up in the game and try to drag it as long as he could, and they did that successfully for such a long time.
Yeah.
But Geo is just an unstoppable force in this one.
K-Corp just missed way too much in the early stages of the game. Like, if you want to drag the game for it to last as long as possible for you to scale up and get the power that you need, you shouldn't give your opponent that many kills and so much priority from the very beginning of the game.
Absolutely, so yes.
Because you need to have them quite low to be able to turn the ground steel for them to be in your favor. And if you're so far behind, it's just it's close to impossible.
Yes, absolutely so. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That was a beautiful game, and it was a pleasure to cast for you.
Oh yeah.
My name was Bruman. Well, will be, and still is.
Hopefully.
I was joined here by Solari.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and I just want to remind everybody who is looking forward for those LFL casting from us, don't forget to look in the description to subscribe to our Twitters to be always up to date when the action is going to happen
Oh yeah.
on this channel. Thank you very much and goodbye.